Hi, good morning from London, England. Or is it good morning? Or is it good afternoon from London, England? Or good evening from London, England? Wherever you're watching around the world, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys to the girls. Are you watching in? Are you watching in Suriname? Are you watching in Venezuela? Are you watching in Ecuador? Are you watching in Belgium? Are you watching in Indonesia? Or are you watching in Vietnam? Are you watching in Thailand? First time I've called that Thailand. Big up yourself, Thailanders. Are you watching in Greece? Are you watching in Cyprus? Are you watching in Algeria? Are you watching in Grenada? Are you watching in Guyana? Are you watching in Finland? Are you watching in Israel? Or are you watching in Turkey? Is anyone watching in South Africa? Is anyone watching in Somalia? Is anyone watching in Ethiopia? Anyone watching in Holland? Is anyone watching in Chile? Anyone watching in France? Anyone watching in Serbia? Is anyone watching in Lithuania? It don't matter where you're watching. You're more than welcome to share, like, comment on my channel with your views and your opinion. And the biggest one of all, could you please subscribe to DLG Reppin, myself and I only. That's DLG, Dele London Guna. Reppin, spelt Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. So, this is a recording of all the Premier League games that's happened over the weekend from Saturday to your Monday. And there's been one score draw, but there's been goals in each games and teams have won with clean sheets. Now, without further ado, let's get into the first game. Leicester City v Liverpool. Now, this was a game that Liverpool were always favourites to win. They went out there, performed as if they were favourites to win. They controlled the first half, although Leicester had gilt-edged chances, especially Jamie Vardy. I think he had 3 opportunities to score. And, yeah, he was unlucky. But I think there was an opportunity. I think it was the second one. He raced past, Kabak made a wicket, raced past Jordan Henderson, and one-on-one, you'd fancy Jamie Vardy to hit the target. Well, he hit the bar instead. Liverpool, they had opportunities of their own. Firmino, I think Salah got in behind, missed it completely on the right foot. Well, Liverpool were causing them all sorts of problems. They had the better of the half. Thiago's Alcantara, for me, one of his best games. It was as if what Danny Murphy or I think Jermaine Jameson explained it on Match of the Day that he was running himself out of the game and left spaces for his teammates to defend and for Leicester to exploit the spaces, and them on the counter attack is frightening. Harvey Barnes another problem, and come the second half, Liverpool got the lead that they deserve through Mo Salah. Good link-up play between Firmino and Mo Salah. I mean, the finish was not bad, but the assist was sublime. And massive credit goes to Firmino for the assist and Mo Salah for the finish. And then after the 75th minute, Leicester equalised through what I would deem a controversial goal, because as the ball comes in, it shows that maybe 2, if not 3 Leicester City players were offside. But then again, they said Firmino's leg was in line with the Leicester City attacker leg. Again, VAR. No, not so much VAR as the referees. You cannot explain what is right and what is wrong about the rules of refereeing the game. And I would like the Football Association in this country to consider ex-professional footballers who have played the game at Premier League level to have a trial at refereeing VAR, not refereeing the sport itself, but refereeing VAR in the control room, because these referees haven't got a Scooby. So the second goal, what was Alisson thinking? Let Kabak deal with the situation. He is brought in as a centre-half, so that situation should have been dealt with. Why has Alisson raced out 10, 12, 13 yards just to do what? To capitulate the shame and embarrassment he has gone through in the last 2 games now. And Jamie Vardy said, thank you so very much. Empty net. It's 2-1. And then moments later, Harvey Barnes launches onto a through ball. I think it may have been Ndidi who played the through ball. Simple pass. And I must say, what a goal by... what a good finish and a goal by Harvey Barnes at the back stick there. And he was always going to have that opportunity and slot it on target, and he made it 3-1, and I think that's a comfortable win for Leicester. So it finished Leicester City 3, Liverpool 1. Moving on to the next game, Crystal Palace v Burnley. Now, yes, I was a steward at that game, and I had a nice, comfortable place to work, and well, Crystal Palace was just not at the races, and defensively, they were a complete shambles. Utter shambles, calamity, to be precise. The defending for the 3 goals are horrific. Well, especially the first 2. Who got the first goal? Oh, I'll tell you what, it was not good defending, and Gudmundsson has the cross comes in. Not dealt with, and Gudmundsson on the right, he's hit a left foot shot. He wasn't going to miss the target from where he was, and it would, Burnley got a deserved lead. And then before the second goal came, I think Burnley were the superior of the 2 teams. Palace never got going, and they found themselves 2-0 down. Set piece, Palace have been one of the best at defending set pieces from recent times. Well, not this situation. In fact, recently they've been leaking goals, and this one was just shocking. It would have definitely upset Roy Hodgson, and for me, they go 2-0 down. Domination by Burnley. They were terrific in what they did. They defended well. They moved the ball in a slick way. I think their football was worth a watch, and they were very organised, Burnley. And then come the second half, early in the second half, Matt Lowton gets a superb volley. Guaita, no chance. And, well, I'll tell you what, that third goal is all down to Van Aanholt, because he's with him. He's taking, he's tight. He's trying to get he wasn't as tight as possible. And then he allows Lowton to run on to get a volley. And that is just pure, poor defending. That was, like Luxter, that was completely lazy. And for me, Van Aanholt needs I'll tell you what, if Roy Hodgson sees that incident, that third goal, and he sees Van Aanholt's performance on that third goal, he has the right to give him a hell of a rollicking, because he deserves it. For me, Palace didn't do enough. I mean, Benteke in that first half, he had a shot on goal, on target. Pope was always comfortable to it, and wow, I think Burnley were worthy of their victory, and it was no fluke that they beat Palace 3-0. So the end result was Crystal Palace 0, Burnley 3. Manchester City versus Tottenham. Now, it was a dominating performance by Man City for me. Tottenham looked out of sorts. It looked, well, you would think 2 to 4, maybe 5 players looked disinterested. The defending has been shocking, and Man City tore them apart. And, well, you can see from the first goal, oh, freaking hell, how can I forget the first goal? I know Gundogan got 2, and the second goal, Man City's third goal, an assist from Ederson. How have Tottenham Hotspur allowed Ederson to launch an assist from where he is, from his own goal to Gundogan, and Davinson Sanchez got his feet muddled up? He's embarrassed himself. And I'll tell you what, looking at that clip, yeah, that deserves to be sieved. Seriously deserves to be sieved and go viral globally, because he's made a right mug of himself. Well, and for me, that was a good goal. Gundogan, he's on fire. You know, probably the best, one of the best attacking midfielders in the Premier League going right now in his position. The first goal, well, I think Jesus gets the first goal, or am I wrong in that one? Man City fans, please help me out with the first goal score of your game. Because I'll tell you something, yeah, I'll tell you what, it was an exquisite performance by you guys, and you've had Tottenham on the sword there. Hugo Lloris, I think it was a Lloris error. The penalty, that's it. Rodri, how can I forget Rodri? Massive shout out to Rodri, because what he does in the team, he doesn't really get that amount of credit that he should get. And for me, I'll shout him out, because he took the penalty. He showed courage, although it weren't the best of penalties. Guardiola mentioned it, you know, that he wants it to be a lot better. He wants it to be superb. It weren't the best penalty. It still went in, and I think Lloris should have saved it. And there was another goal from Gundogan, I think, at the near post somewhere. He should have saved that as well. But nevertheless, Man City were the better team overall, and they were valued for their 3 points. So it finished Manchester City 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0. The other game, Brighton over Albion v Aston Villa. Now, this was all on Emiliano Martinez. And as an Arsenal fan, when I'm watching him perform miraculously for Aston Villa in the way that he did that Saturday evening, I still feel so angry and still completely peed off that we decided to sell him for 20 mil. Why did we do it? And I said it in one of my videos at the time. If it's not broken, why fix it? It's a joke. And the less I go on about that, the better, you know. But for me, he was the man of the match of that game. I'll tell you something. If not for him, Aston Villa could have been on the embarrassing wrong end of a scoreline. And I tell you this for free. He pulled out world-class save after world-class save. There was one from a header. I think it was from Dan Burn or Webster. And he's got fingertips round the back post and clawed it for another corner. I thought that was a splendid world-class save. For me, Brighton had opportunities, and they just couldn't see through Emiliano Martinez. And for that to happen, yeah, Aston Villa's defence were non-existent. They were carved open time and time again. And I'll tell you what, Aston Villa as a football club, from the football club to the players, they deserve to reward Emiliano Martinez with the biggest drink possible, because he saved them a point. And that point can contribute towards the European places come the end of the season. So man of the match award goes to Emiliano Martinez. And if I could do a Premier League start 11. Well, if I could do a Premier League best 11 every week for the individuals who perform well for their team, I would. But Emilio Martinez, for example, would be in goal straight away. So it finished a ball draw. I think Villa had their moments as well, but it wasn't their best game. I don't think Villa did enough to deserve to win, or they didn't even deserve the point. They were, quite frankly, poor. So it finished Brighton over Albion 0, Aston Villa 0. Moving on to Sunday's game now. Southampton v Wolves. Now, for me, I think Southampton started off with the brighter of the two teams, and I think they went ahead. Don't tell me I fell asleep for this game. Yeah, I think they went ahead. I think Danny Ings got on the score sheet in this game, and Wolves showed tremendous character and fight to claw it back to 1-1. I don't know who the goal scorer is, but I think I believe Neto got the winning goal, and I think for their second half display, I think Wolves were worthy of the victory and they held on. Southampton did come at them. They did create a couple of opportunities, and yeah, they just couldn't get the equaliser that they possibly would feel that they deserve. But for me, I think it was a well-deserved victory for Wolves. So it finished Southampton 1, Wolves 2. West Bromwich Albion 1. Well, West Bromwich Albion v Manchester United. Sam Allardyce he obviously set up his team to be organised defensively, and to not give away many opportunities and not allow Man United to get in behind them too easily. And for me, so West Bromwich Albion created the better and the more and the better of the opportunities. And for me, they deserve to go up one goal up. The new Senegalese striker Dieng, however you pronounce his name, he got a good header. And if you look at when the cross comes in, and how does the cross come in on the left hand side? Because Luke Shaw, he's not goal side of his own man, and he's standing God knows how many yards away from the crosser. So it comes in on his side, and De Gea, he's hesitated. You know, he's coming out and then he's hesitating and went back into his goal, and he's beaten by a bullet header. And West Brom were worthy of their lead. I think they should have possibly gone 1-0 up at half time, but Bruno Fernandes, their key star man, with a volley, it reminded me of Zidane's beautiful volley in the Champions League final back in 2002. Yeah, that volley was sublime. I put my hands up and say, yeah, big up Bruno Fernandes. For me, that was a good goal. Excuse me. Don't need interruptions at the moment when I'm recording. Anyway, yeah, towards that second half, West Brom didn't sit back and depend on the 1-1 draw. They went through it. I think they had the better of the opportunities in the second half, and they were unlucky not to have won the game. Manchester United could have won it at the death. Maguire heading onto the post, and then there was another incident where before the effort to win it at the death, Maguire had been involved in another incident, and for me, there was not much contact. And for him to come out after the game and the post-match interview to say that he should have had a penalty and whatnot, he did say, but mind you, he did say that we shouldn't be in that situation where we're depending on the penalty or whatever he said. He said that we should have done enough to win the game, and then he's complaining about a penalty. Now, I've listened to Andy Tate. A video my friend sent me. Big up Andrew C. And Andy Tate said he is sick of the excuses, you know. And he said it exactly how it was. And that's from the heart. Big up yourself, Andy Tate. Massive shout out to you for not just for saying it how it is, but not for not being biased. Saying it completely how it is. You know, you've gone to work, you put in an effort, and effort is what Manchester United lack today. So he said no more excuses. So it finished West Bromwich Albion 1, Manchester United 1. Next game, Arsenal v Leeds United. It was a dominating first half from Arsenal. I think what made the difference for us, my beloved team, was Aubameyang up top with 3 quality players behind him. Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe and Odegaard in the middle of the 3. And my word, the pace, the fluency, the movement tore Leeds to shreds. And I'll tell you what, it was a fixture I'll never forget in a long time for Aubameyang, because he got a first Premier League hat-trick, and it took place at the Emirates. How beautiful it was. The only minus was just the fans. There was no 60,000 to witness that. But he deserved the matchday ball, and marked him 10 in my player ratings. And in that game, yeah, Aubameyang, he receives the ball on the left-hand side. He cuts inside Luke Ayling, unleashes a shot, deflected, but I think Meslier should have saved that. The second, I think it was, the second was a penalty. We had 2 penalties in that game, and the first one, I'm not too sure if that was enough, and more than enough contact to push Bukayo Saka down. The second one, Meslier, the goalkeeper, what was he playing at? Your team's 1-0 down, and you go and do that. Stonewall penalty, Aubameyang slots it in 2-0. And then Bellerin gets onto the score sheet with a finish at the near post. But for me, it's a goalkeeping ricket again. He's got to get down quick enough to save that. But nevertheless, a 3-0 lead was taken into the interval, and well deserved. And then come out early in the second half, and Aubameyang completes his first ever Premier League hat-trick. So, as for Arsenal, as for Leeds, they did have an opportunity in the first half, but it was the effort that was taken by Harrison. It was on target, but never troubled Leno, because it was straight at him. Second half, and towards the business end of the second half, Leeds got a consolation, which was 4-1. Strout with a powerful header, but the marking was abysmal. And then, if you think the marking was abysmal, Bellerin, poor defensive right back play by Bellerin. He allowed the runner to get the better of him, gets across in, held across the tap in, 4-2. And then if you're an Arsenal fan, you are bricking yourself for the worst. Because Bamford's running in on goal, but the referee didn't see that Cedric Suarez or Gabriel, who sandwiched him, did enough to concede a penalty. He must have felt in his mind they did enough to smother him out of getting them back into the game for real, 4-3. Or potentially 4-4, because I was bricking myself. But we had a number of opportunities. Aubameyang could have had his 4th, which would have made it 5-2, and his 4th of the game where he hit the post. And Cedric Suarez, who performed reasonably well, he had a shot on target, but well saved by Meslier, or however you pronounce his name. At the end of the day, Aubameyang got the winning goal. Well, he got the ball, matchday ball, first Premier League hat-trick, and I'm delighted. So for me, it finished Arsenal 4, Leeds United 2. Everton v Fulham. This was a dominating performance by Fulham, especially in the first half. They were the dominant of the two sides, and they were unlucky not to go into the interval 1-0 up. They did hit the post earlier on. In the second half, they deserved their reward, going 1-0 up. Maja, who was a Sunderland player, went to Bordeaux, and I think he may be on loan. Fulham fans, get on to me about Maja. Is he on loan or is he a permanent striker? I would like to know. But for me, If you guys want to comment on your team's performances, whether on a victory note, draw, or a losing note, leave it in the comment section below. Your thoughts and your opinion will be read by me. Share, smash the like button, and remember to please help me subscribe to my channel. That's myself and DLG Reppin. And then Fulham, towards the business end of the game, or the middle of the second half, get a second, and it was deserved. Harrison Reed had the freedom of Merseyside, and you could see how he was pulling the strings. He had a shot, hit the post, and Maja was not going to miss an open goal. The way he was living in that box, he was looking for those scraps, and that's one of them. And Scott Parker was extremely pleased, I can imagine. I would love to have heard Ancelotti's reaction. So it finished Everton 0, Fulham 2. Monday's game finished West Ham United 3, Sheffield United 0. Sheffield United didn't hold back. In the first half, they created a couple of opportunities. They had a corner, which was headed by their defender, and it was just wide. Fabianski got nowhere near it. And he knows, as a goalkeeper, if he's coming out, he's got to get man and ball at the very minimum. And he got nowhere near man on ball. He nearly got embarrassed. The penalty that West Ham had through a counter-attack between Lingard, Bowen, and I think Lanzini, it was a stonewall penalty. Well taken by Declan Rice. Second goal, well, it was equally, I thought it was worthy of deserved. And I've forgotten West Ham's second goal score already. I've just watched it. And how can I forget? Oh, it was a good victory by West Ham, Oh, Diop scoring. It was nice to see Diop get a goal. And then Fredericks with the third capitalised on a good performance by West Ham. David Moyes' team, you can see they're very resilient. This is I think this is possibly the most resilient I've ever seen West Ham. So it finished West Ham United 3, Sheffield United 0. Chelsea v Newcastle United. Controlled, dominating performance by Chelsea. In the first half, Vernon was on it. Even with the opportunities that he missed, he was on it. First goal, Vernon was part of that. Got the outside of the right back, or the defender, crossed it with his left, keeper pounced, and it fell. It didn't go too far. It fell to the amazing left foot of Olivier Giroud. And then the second goal, well, set piece, Vernon at the back stick. He slots it in. Yeah, you can see the ball was about 2 foot over the line. Rudiger puts it in to make sure, but it was a Vernon goal. And that ends his goal drought, and that should possibly give him the uplift. So it ended Chelsea 2, Newcastle United 0. Newcastle were just lackluster by the looks of things, watching the highlights. So, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, that concludes my Premier League roundup of all the goals from this weekend's games. Got Champions League this week. We got the Europa League back again. Yeah, troops. Sorry, I stole that one again. And I look forward to this week's games of football. So, please, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I'll say it again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for putting up with me as you do. Share. Smash the thumbs up, like button if I can avoid the thumbs down. Brilliant. Leave your opinions, your views in my comment section below. And could you please help me to subscribe to my channel? That's DLG Reppin. 88 subscribers at the moment. And another 912. I can start doing some live streaming with you guys. And for that to happen, you guys have got to try and share my video to your friends and your family all over the world. And I'll do my best to bring you the latest football content. And the roundups, there'll be more Arsenal previews and reviews for you Arsenal fans out there like myself and etc. Like I said, I might do a Premier League 11 for the best performing individuals. 11 individuals. So watch out for that, yeah? Otherwise, Watch out for my preview for this Wednesday, which is tomorrow. And like I always say, peace again, love again, and bless again. And just keep liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, please. I'm out of here. It's over half an hour, and I'll be back soon. Be nice.